Hey you guys, welcome back to another video. Today I have a breakfast ideas recipe video for you guys. I made one of these a while ago and I like to give you guys ideas that aren't oatmeal or smoothies because, I mean, oatmeal and smoothies, like, it gets old and sometimes you just want to have something a bit different. So I made a video like this a while ago and you guys really enjoyed it, so I figured I would do another one. So there's 4 easy breakfast recipes in this video for you guys. They can be used for weight loss. They're pretty much all whole foods. And yeah, I would say they're weight loss friendly. I actually had someone in one of my last videos ask me, like, why do I always eat weight loss food? Am I still trying to lose weight? And no, I title my videos like that because I still eat the way that I ate when I was losing weight, because that's the key to keeping it off. You want to eat the way that you did to lose weight. I just eat more food now, obviously, to maintain my weight, but I still eat the same types of foods. So it's not that I eat like weight loss foods, but they are recipes that I ate when I was losing weight and I still eat now because I love them, and they're, you know, whole foods, low in calorie density, delicious. So that's just what happens. I don't really subscribe to like any specific diet mentality. Well, I haven't for a couple of years. The only thing that I really focus on is calorie density and eating a whole foods plant-based diet because that is what works best for me. I've been through the rigmarole of, like, you cut out all the processed food, all the sugar, all the fats, all the whatever, and you just eat this really strict diet. And for me, that personally does not work because I'm a Libra, so I like balance. And whenever I get out of balance, whenever I've done that in the past, I would be so strict and I would eat like super starch-based, no, very, very little fat, no processed foods, no going out to eat, no alcohol, no, like, spending time with my friends or things like that where I'm maybe not in a perfect environment, and I can't live my life like that, and I don't think that that's beneficial for people to live their life like that either. So the way that I eat now is I focus 85 to 90% of my foods on whole, healthy, delicious plant foods, low in calorie density, foods that I truly enjoy eating day to day. And if I go out to eat, I'll eat something that has oil in it that's still vegan, or I'll have a glass of wine, I'll have a veggie burger, I'll have pizza, but it's a small amount of my diet, and that's what helps me stay balanced and helps me to have a better relationship with food. So don't go crazy and think like you have to cut out everything or you have to eat a certain strict way or anything like that. I say enjoy your food, enjoy the exercise you do, enjoy your life. Create some type of a balance where maybe you go out to eat once a week and you have wine with your girlfriends on Thursday once a week, and those are like the 2 times during the week when you're not eating maybe in a way that's going to totally support your weight loss goals, but it's still going to give you the freedom and all of that to enjoy your life, because this is forever. You don't want to just lose weight and then gain all of it back and then start over again. You want to be able to develop a maintainable lifestyle with foods, exercise, events, friends, habits, and things that you truly enjoy, because that is how you are going to be happy, healthy, have a good relationship with yourself, with your food, with everyone in your life. So I just wanted to throw that in there, but without further ado, let's just jump into these breakfast recipes because I think you guys are going to like them. Alright, so the first thing for these curry quiche muffins is we're going to saute a bunch of veggies. So you can really pick whatever veggies you like. I have some bell pepper, mushroom, zucchini, carrots, onion, and asparagus. But I like to put broccoli in this. I like to put different bell peppers. I'm probably also going to add some frozen peas in here as well. So we're just going to add this into a pan with a little bit of water over high heat and just cook these veggies until they're soft. And then into here I'm just going to add some curry powder, and this recipe will be linked down below for you guys. I'm going to add a little bit of turmeric as well just because I like the color of it. So about a teaspoon of turmeric. And then I'm also going to add in some garlic salt, about half a teaspoon of garlic salt. and I'll just let this saute until the veggies get nice and soft. All right, so while the veggies are cooking, I also have my oven preheating to 400 degrees. We're gonna make the quiche part of this. So I have a block of extra firm tofu that I just drained. We're gonna add that into our blender. And then we're also gonna add in 1/3 cup of unsweetened plant milk. I'm just gonna use soy milk because you guys know it's what I use for everything. Also just gonna add in a little bit more turmeric to this. And then I'm also gonna add in 1/2 teaspoon of salt. And then I'm just gonna blend this up really quick. All right, so this is sauteed here pretty good. I'm gonna add in about 1/2 cup of frozen peas. And then just to save dishes, I'm just gonna add this tofu soy milk mixture into this pan, and then I'm gonna transfer it into the muffin tin. So you don't have to worry about everything being cooked thoroughly because we're gonna bake this. So I'm just gonna put this in here. And you'll wanna just get this mixture as smooth as you can get it in your blender. It doesn't have to be like completely smooth like this or anything. Just as good as you can do. You could also use a food processor. So I'm just gonna mix this up. And then we're just going to add it into our muffin tins. And you'll just want to fill each one up a little bit and then evenly distribute the rest of it. This will make about 12 pretty big mini quiches, so you can probably fill them up all the way. It just depends how many veggies you used. You saw how many I used. It was probably about 4 cups of vegetables, so it just depends. If you use more voluminous veggies like broccoli as well, like you're gonna have a lot more batter, so just fill them up as evenly as you possibly can. And then we're just gonna bake these on 400 for about 30 minutes. It's gonna depend on your oven and everything, but I basically just cook them until I can get a toothpick out and it comes out clear. So that's about 30 minutes for my oven. These look perfect. You're just gonna wanna let them cool for about 30 minutes before you take them out of the muffin tins. But I'll let them cool for a little bit and then I'll show you guys how they look. Alrighty, to make this chia pudding, this is one of my favorite ways to make it. So I have a cup of frozen mango, and I'm just gonna put this in my blender and lightly blend it up because I like the texture of it more. I leave a little bit of chunks in it, but I'm mostly just gonna like blend it up. Make essentially a little mango puree out of this. I forgot I'm actually going to add my plant milk to this before I blend it. So we're gonna need a cup of plant milk. You can use any kind that you like. All right, so I have my mango puree here. I'm gonna add this into a jar. And then into here, I'm gonna add in 4 tablespoons of chia seeds. So this is one of those breakfasts that you can make a bunch of this and just put it in the fridge overnight. Like make it on Sunday, put it in the fridge, and you'll have it basically for the whole week. And then we're also gonna add in 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. And this is really full. So I'm just gonna put the lid on and just shake this up really, really, really well. And then basically this will set in about 30 minutes. So if you make it in the morning, you can put it in your fridge and just eat it a
a little bit later, or you could just make it in the morning, bring it to work with you, put it in the fridge there, let it set. So what I really like to do with this is I will make it on Sunday, and I really like this flavor, the mango flavor, and then I also do the same kind with raspberries, and it's so good. It almost tastes like a raspberry cheesecake. So you can use plain plant milk, or you could use like a vanilla flavored one. You could add cinnamon into this or any other kinds of spices that you like. If you do berries and cinnamon, it's really good. I'm gonna put this in the fridge, let it set. I'll show you guys what it looks like, and I'll show you how I eat it. And it's just a super simple breakfast. You can grab in the morning, you know, grab some fruit, take with you, and go to work and just dump it into a bowl and have a delicious, healthy meal when you get there. So once this is set for about 30 minutes, you can see how thick it gets. And I really love the thickness of this stuff because it reminds me of tapioca pudding. And I don't know if I'm just like a weirdo, but ever since I went vegan, I love tapioca pudding. I did not like it when I was little because I thought it had fish eggs in it, but it is so good. So I just like to put it into a bowl, add some more fresh mango on top, and that's basically it. Like I said, I really like to have this also with raspberries instead of mango. You guys have to try it. If you like raspberry cheesecake, that's what it tastes like to me, but try this mango one out first. Let me know what you guys think. If you make it, tag me on Instagram. I promise that you are probably gonna like it. It is the bomb. So this breakfast is one I've actually never made, and I've just seen a lot of people making this like breakfast cookie on TikTok, and I really want to try it, so we're gonna try it out today. So I've looked at a few variations of this, and I've kind of just come up with something on my own that's like a mix of all those, but we're gonna take half a banana and just mash it up. This banana was actually frozen. I just put it in my air fryer to like get it to unfreeze, so that's why it looks like hard to mash, but we're gonna make this work because a lot of these little TikTok breakfast cookies have like a ton of peanut butter and stuff in them, and I just wanted to try and make a lower fat version. So we are gonna use a little bit of chocolate chips, but I think that this is gonna work out pretty good. So I got that mashed up. If you don't want to use banana, you can use applesauce, or you could use like pumpkin puree. So probably maybe, what is this, like a quarter cup of pumpkin puree or applesauce. I'm gonna add some cinnamon into here for flavor, and then just a dash of vanilla extract. This is only gonna be one cookie, so I'll put all the measurements and stuff below. Like a 1/4 teaspoon of baking powder. Mix that up again. You could also put flax into here if you wanted the omegas, which I was gonna do, but I don't have any ground up right now and I didn't feel like grinding it up, so we're just gonna go with this. But we're gonna add into here a 1/2 cup of oats. You'll just wanna keep making sure that you're mixing everything together really, really well. And then I'm just gonna add in about a tablespoon of this soy milk. And then instead of using the peanut butter, I'm just gonna add in like a teaspoon of this PB2, or this like powdered peanut butter, which if you're not trying to lose weight and you just want a breakfast cookie, you can definitely just use like a tablespoon. I think all the recipes I saw used like a tablespoon of peanut butter. I'm really hoping this works out. Like, I don't actually have high hopes for this at this point. It just seems like too gritty and like not, I don't know. We'll see. All right, so we're gonna put, this is actually an air fryer recipe, so I'm gonna use my air fryer. And I just have a piece of parchment paper. I'm just gonna spread this out in here. A little cookie shape. And then I'm gonna add some vegan chocolate chips on top. This is just the Enjoy Life brand. Just kind of press those in a little bit. And then I'm also just gonna do the tiniest little pinch of salt and a little bit more cinnamon on top. And we're gonna bake this in the air fryer on 350 for 10, we'll do 10 minutes first, and then we'll see where it's at. And it might need 15, but we'll see how this goes. Let's check it out. So I think 10 minutes for this was perfect. It is kind of like, I
don't know. It's not really like a cookie. It's more just like a baked oatmeal kind of thing, but let's taste test it. It tastes really good. I'm trying to think of like what this actually tastes like, but it's kind of more like a cake. So yeah, if you don't like oatmeal, definitely give this a try. This is a pretty low calorie recipe. I think it's probably like 200 or so calories, maybe 250. It's also not super sweet, but the chocolate chips make it pretty sweet. So if you want it to be sweeter, you could add like maple syrup or something. But the other thing is I think it would work better with like blended oats or like instant oats, more not so much rolled oats, because yeah, I don't know. I just think that would work better. So definitely give this one a try. I think you could make like so many different versions of this as well, like oatmeal raisin or like a peanut butter one with just a bunch of PB2 in it or something. It is really good. I'll show you guys a side shot of it. Like, it's pretty dense, so I think it would be really filling. For this last recipe, I'm gonna make a breakfast burrito. So I'll just show you my ingredients really quickly. I have some pre-cooked potatoes. I'm gonna use a little bit of this squash, mushrooms, onions, tomato. I usually use bell pepper, but I'm out right now. And then I have some leftover homemade refried beans, but you could use canned ones. I have some spring greens, or it's just this super greens blend. And I'm gonna season all that with some chili powder, paprika, and garlic salt. So, and then I will wrap it all in this burrito, one of these organic burritos. I just get these from Whole Foods. They're pretty simple ingredients, so I just buy these because they're like the best ones I can find. So the first thing I'm gonna do is just get my veggies going in this pan. So I'm just gonna chop up all of these ingredients, and I'm only making one of these, so it's gonna be kind of like a small bit of all these veggies. But you could use whatever kind of veggies you have on hand. You don't have to, or whatever kind of veggies that you like, obviously. So I'm just gonna put a little bit of water in this pan to saute these veggies in. And then into here, I'm gonna add a little bit of garlic salt, some chili powder, and some smoked paprika. And I'm just gonna cover this to get the veggies to release their moisture. And then I'll let all the excess water cook off, because like the biggest thing with these, when you're wrapping stuff up, is like you don't want excess moisture. It's just gonna make the flour tortilla get like really soggy. I'll add a little bit more water. Then I'm gonna add in my greens and my tofu. And then I also have my chopped tomato. So you just wanna stir this until the greens start to wilt. And this is probably gonna be like too much filling to put in one burrito, so you might be able to make 2 burritos with this. Or like 2 tacos if you just have taco wraps. And then I'm also gonna add in just like a teaspoon or 2 of nutritional yeast to give it like that cheesy flavor. All right, so I'm gonna take this off, and I'm actually going to let it cool for a little bit before I wrap my burritos up. All right, so I have all my ingredients here. I let this cool for a little bit in the freezer. I'm just gonna assemble this. I'm gonna take my refried beans, spread these out, my filling, and then I just have some extra chopped onion and some cilantro here. And I'm gonna put some of this siete on here. You could also put like cashew sour cream or avocado on this, is really good. So obviously feel free to make it any way you like. And then I'm just gonna roll this up. I think I can actually fit a little bit more filling in here. Hopefully this isn't too full, but I'm gonna try to roll this up. And then I'm just gonna grill it on my stovetop until it's nice and crispy. So I have this little pan that I use for like tortillas and like things that I want to warm up before I use them. I always use this on tortillas because it's so good. But you guys ask me all the time for this pan, so I'll just link it in the description for you. It's just like I think it's just a tortilla pan. I'm not exactly sure. But it comes in really handy, and like just getting the outside of your burrito or your tortillas browned makes them taste so much better. You can just cut this in half. And you have this super delicious breakfast burrito. So that is it for today's video. If you guys like this video, give it a thumbs up for me. If you try any of these recipes, tag me on Instagram. I would love to see them. And if you need any help on your weight loss journey, make sure to check out my monthly meal plan membership. I will leave the link to that down below. It's amazing. I just launched it last week and we have a bunch of people in there. It's just a very supportive, loving community. Every month you get a new 28-day meal plan. There are step challenges and like workout kind of challenges in there. We have a live stream every month where I do a cook along. There's also a 7-day guided meal plan in there that goes through the shopping list. I go through the meal prep and we go through every single day for that week together for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So it's kind of like I'm in the kitchen with you. We're doing this together. And you guys will love it. One of the main questions I've gotten about it since it launched last week was, can you cancel anytime? So yes, it's no commitment. It is month to month. You can cancel it anytime you want to. It's $29 a month. If you really like it, which some people have been just signing up for a month, seeing how it goes, and then they, decide that they really enjoy it, and then they want to buy a year because you save money, obviously, if you sign up for a year. So that's just one of the questions I want to answer really quick. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your week, and I will see you on the next video.